welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. The city's fire department hosts its annual Community Appreciation Open House. We'll tell you where and when. The Storm Chasers, the AAA affiliate of the amazing Kansas City Royals baseball team, wins their second straight AAA national championship. You'll hear from the team general manager and president. Another major business comes to Papillion and holds a ribbon cutting during its grand opening. These stories are next in City Happenings for the week of October 6th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. It's time for the annual Fire Department's Community Appreciation Open House.
We picked the time of the year specifically because it coordinates with Fire Safety Week nationally. So when we get folks down, we can remind them that as they change their clocks and need to change their batteries, but most importantly, it's just a time for us to connect with the community. It seems to be a time of the year where school started up and vacations have started to draw to a close, and we can get more of our citizens down to the fire department to meet the firefighters and enjoy a good breakfast and a lot of fun activities for the kids. Along with the breakfast, which is probably the main draw, it's a time for the community to get together, not only meet their firefighters, but meet fellow citizens. But as far as the activities go, we'll have fire trucks on display. We'll have a big bounce house for the kids to play in. Hopefully it won't be too cold for them. And then obviously we'll have some of our equipment on scene so that folks can get a hands-on demonstration of some of the more important tools that we use on the fire ground and on emergency scenes. We think it's pretty important. We think about the citizens of Papillion all the time, where they may only think about us from time to time, but our mindset is really always on them and their quality of life and their well-being. So to come down and see how we operate and get to see the trucks and get to see the guys that they employ, is a real benefit for us because we like to meet folks when we're in a non-emergency setting. As much as we enjoy, trying to take care of people's needs through a fire and EMS-based service.
The Omaha Storm Chasers recently won their second straight AAA national championship.
Really rewarding. If you go back the history of the Kansas City Royals and Omaha Royals, there were some tough times for a number of years. 90s and then the early 2000s, but when Dayton Moore came on board in 2006, you could see what they were trying to do with player development, drafting different type players, drafting character guys as well as talented guys. And then in 2010, we started to see some of the fruits from that. We missed the playoffs by 1 year, the final year at Rosenblatt, but in 2011, we made the playoffs. And then not only did we make the playoffs, but we won the Pacific Coast League Championship, and then we lost the national championship that year. And then you go to 2012, we win our division again, and we lose to Reno in the PCL Finals. 2013, make the playoffs again, kind of by accident, if you will, because our record wasn't the best in 2013. But we get in, the guys get hot. And not only do we win the Pacific Coast League Finals again, but we win the first national title in franchise history. And then in 2014, just a few short days ago, we won the Pacific Coast League Championship here in this community at Warner Park, which was the first league championship of any kind won by our franchise at home since 1978. And then 2 days after that, on September 16th in Charlotte, North Carolina, we won the national championship again, 4-2 over Pawtucket, and it was back-to-back national championships.
Since moving to Papillion, the franchise has seen great success.
I feel that we should have moved here earlier. The Pacific Coast League has been around for 111 years. There have been two teams that have gone to four consecutive PCL finals, us and Albuquerque, and in the modern era. And then in the history of the 111 years, we're only the second team to win 3 out of 4 years, which was Albuquerque. The Dukes won 3 out of 4 years from 1980 to 1983. That's history. So we should have moved here earlier, and I guess we could have broken records, but I guess we have that opportunity in 15. But, this franchise probably, or I would say probably, I think it would have moved out of the metro area if it were not for the civic and political efforts of a number of leaders in the community. Of course, we landed here in the Papillion area, in partnership with Sarpy County, the Chevy Farms development here, Roger Langpaul, and then obviously we've got a great relationship, with Mayor Black and obviously with Dan Hoynes as well. But for us, it is about community because we're so embedded in the community. We were the first nominee for the Pacific Coast League in 2013 for the Community Relations Award. That was a brand new John Henry Moss Award last year, and that kind of summed up all the efforts we do in the community, whether it's the efforts with Ronald McDonald House and the efforts with the military and Offutt and all the other things that we do in the community. It's important. So when I'm asked about that, I think if we had not put forth our efforts in the community in 07 and 08 and 09, I don't know that Warner Park and I don't know that our relationship with City of Papillion and with Sarpy County ever would have come to fruition had we not been taking care of our business and giving back before Warner Park opened.
As a member of the Papillion community, the Storm Chasers feel blessed.
Even though they are either elected or they're working, for government, I think they get business. They understand the business community, the business climate, the business world. I truly think they look at the City of Papillion as a business and not just as a government entity. And I think that's the first step. I think if any not-for-profit looks at themselves as a business, I think that charitable organization is going to be run better. And I think if any sports organization looks at themselves as we do as a business, we're going to run better and not looking at ourselves as a sports organization. And I think really that's what Administrator Hoynes and Mayor Black bring to the table. And for us, we speak the same language. And at the same time, they do give back to the community. They think it's important to be at all ribbon cuttings, not some. They think it's important to be a part of all charitable events that are in the metro, that are in Sarpy County and some that are in the metro. And I think that's important. And I think there are a lot of parallels there. And, I can't wait to wake up in 2017, 2019, 2021 and see what Pennant Place and this development has become. Obviously Papillion La Vista School District thinks a lot of it. They're opening up a brand new elementary school just north of us in August of 2015. The NRD with their flood prevention program. That development opens up, and in spring of 2015 we're bringing the AAA All-Star Game to the Metro for the first time ever. This was our 46th season this year. Next year will be season 47. So for the first time in 47 years, the AAA All-Star Game is coming here. And then that's not to even mention all the residential development that is going on around Pennant Place and around Warner Park. I just think that we're going to wake up in 3, 5, 7 years and it's going to be like, wow, what vision a number of people. Obviously, Board of Commissioners at Sarpy County, but of course, the leadership here specifically in the City of Papillion had.
A long-awaited business holds its ribbon cutting.
If you just think 5-10 years ago what this area was and the incredible vision that they've had, and a lot of things have wanted to come in here, and they've had the willingness to sit on a vision and say no to a lot of things. And without elected officials that'll stick together on a vision and say no, things don't happen. So you guys have played a really incredible role in Papillion where it's at. So thank you for what you do every day that people don't realize. But projects like this, you guys have probably been working on this more than a couple of years to get to this point, and a lot of that is time that people aren't even aware of. City staff, administration, building, finance, legal, engineering, and planning probably play a very critical role for over a year. And again, they understand the vision of the council and they'll stick to it and they hold high standards. So again, thank you for what you do on these developments every day. That partnership is incredible. And again, Papillion wouldn't be where it would be without the staff and the elected officials. So thank you very much. But the one that takes the risk in the entire project is the developer. And Papillion is blessed to work very closely with the developer, Jay Lerner and Red Development. They do a number of projects, and the great thing about them is they're not just doing a development, they care about the community. Some developers can do a quick project, take $1 and run and just make a profit. Jay truly cares about the community. Jay, you're a great partner. You're a great friend of the city. Thank you very much. And you were the reason Sam's is here. So thank you for that. But to Sam's, Papillion's got an expectation of its businesses that they are part of the community, and Sam's has done a great job, and you mentioned it in your opening. You heard him how they've reached out. They're already involved in the schools. They are supporting our foundations. They're supporting the civic organizations. They're supporting multiple chambers down in Sarpy, and multiple chambers are here, and that's talks about how you guys are doing. So again, you're supporters of small business. A lot of small businesses use them as suppliers, and small business is absolutely critical to the health of Papillion. So thank you for your role in supporting that as well. So welcome to Papillion.
I do want to say that I was in South Sioux City and I sat next to a group of Sam's employees for lunch at a golf tournament, and they all smiled and they said they were coming down to help open this. So it's not just your local people, it's the whole Sam's community coming down to support Papillion. So another round of applause to everybody in green and anybody in a suit over here, right? You know, I was reflecting over the last couple of days about the relationship. We've become family. And that is what this is all about today, is the family. So an official congratulations to your opening, to all of you. Anything you need, your community is displayed here to support you as well. So from our board, our community, and our staff, welcome.
Thank you, Karen. I would also like to thank the City of Papillion for making these projects possible. And you should thank them too. Without the support of Mayor Black, the City Council and Planning Board, City Administrator Dan Hoynes, Planning Director Mark Sturzma, City Engineer Jeff Thompson, Public Work Director Marty Lemming, should neither Shadow Lake Town Center or Settlers Creek would have been possible. This clearly demonstrates the mutually beneficial results that can be achieved through a cooperative and thoughtful public-private effort. And their vision and insight is one of the reasons that Papillion has been voted one of the 5 best places to live in America. And oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed the new traffic signals on Cornhusker and 72nd Street. You will now be able to safely turn left and cross 72nd Street at Settlers Creek Drive. Thanks so much to Sam's Club for joining our project, which, by the way, is the first wholesale club to open in Sarpy County. And as you can see from the outside, this is by far the nicest wholesale club in the Omaha metropolitan area. And if you think it's nice on the outside, wait till you get inside the store.
The recently held Kids Art Fest was a success. We want to thank everyone involved. And we also want to remind you of the upcoming 2nd Annual Fall Festival, sponsored by the Historical Downtown Papillion Business Association. It's Saturday, October 18th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We invite everyone to this free event. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. Information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.